So today we are at Washington Street Skate Park to talk about skateboarding in your 30s. I'm going to be breaking this down to 5 simple tips. I also asked you guys on Instagram, so I'm going to get some of your collected feedback and use that as well in this video. Hopefully it'll be some practical tips for anybody that's in their 30s that still want to skate, or if you just want to start skating, or if you want to just progress. The first tip that I wanted to get into is the morning sessions, getting up really early and getting out there. That's what I did today. As you can see, there's nobody here at Washington Street Skate Park here in San Diego, and most of the skate parks are pretty mellow. If you can get there really early before anybody else is willing to make that effort and get there. And the reason and the purpose of going early so that you can enjoy the process, you can enjoy skating, you can maybe progress, and even if you're not progressing, you could simply have the space to ride your skateboard. The other day I showed up to the skate park and there was all these kids playing tag. Like, I think their parents dropped them off. There's a school nearby and they just got dropped off there before school. But because they were playing tag throughout the skate park, I just got so demotivated and I just didn't want to skate at all. So I think that is a common thing that can happen, especially in your 30s. You're not willing to like fight for the space with some kids because they're having fun, and of course you just want to let them have fun. So if you go really early, you can avoid all that chaos, all that hectic craziness that is normally at skate parks, especially in California or anywhere in the world, really. People are skating throughout the day, so go really early. Or I guess the other option would be, if you can't get up early and you just can't, you're not a morning person, or that just doesn't work for your schedule, is finding a place to skate privately, getting a private session, whether it's in your backyard, your friend's backyard, getting access to some sort of private facility where you can enjoy the process of skating. All right, the second tip I have for you guys is getting a regimented schedule. I pretty much always skate with my friends on the weekend, which is great, but I'm not able to just do that and maintain my skateboarding. I need to keep a healthy body, need to exercise. I don't really like hitting the gym. I'm not much of a gym rat type of person. We're gonna get into that later. But for me, I need to skate at least once or twice during the weekday. A lot of times that isn't a loner session, a solo session, just going out there, skating for 1 to 2 hours. That's all I really need just to maintain that body, that physical endurance, essentially. So those weekend sessions can be a lot more productive, essentially. So I can actually try to learn tricks and not just stay in the warm-up session. The weekday sessions are normally just getting warmed up, and as soon as I get maxed out in my warm-up, that's pretty much it. That's when I call it. About an hour or two is normally what I allocate my time during the week. And of course, I do have a normal 9-to-5 job, and it is hard sometimes to get out there during the week, but I just try to go really early or later in the afternoon. I kind of think of it as my physical therapy in a way, or my even mental therapy, because 1 hour, 2 hours throughout your week to take care of yourself is really, I think, a baseline that we should all have, because skateboarding for me makes me feel so much better. I'm just a happier, better person throughout the week. And then I'm able to progress on my weekend sessions where I go skate with my friends. Before I had like a Sunday session, I would go and skate there every Sunday. We're gonna get more into that, but now I've realized changing your environment really does allow you to progress as well. Now, something that I've noticed has really helped me is tip number 3 is changing your environment, even if you do have that regimented schedule where you skate. I notice it really helps me because I'm not stuck in my go-to tricks and my warm-up and my routine. I think having a routine is good, it's fine, but then you're getting stuck in a comfort zone. Your comfort zone will kill you because you're not really gonna progress. You're normally gonna de-escalate in progression. So changing your environment is super important. I used to come down to Washington Street Skate Park all the time. It's almost like the only place I skated for the longest time. And then more skate parks started opening up in San Diego. There's more spots, got more into DIY. And then I started experimenting more. Now there's sort of staple places I have, like there's Ocean Beach Skate Park. There's staple skate parks that I do like to skate, but every weekend I do try to change that environment. So maybe your weekday session where you have like 1 or 2 weekday sessions somewhere is a regular place that you always go, that's fine. But I think on your weekend or different opportunities that you can get, change up your environment. It's gonna make you learn new tricks. It's gonna break your lines, break your comfort zone, your levels, even traveling, essentially. Like when I started traveling to skateboard, I started learning so much more, but that was in my 20s. I don't have all that kind of time that I had then, but I'm just saying, like, you can almost do that in a macro way now, like driving maybe a little bit further to go to that new skate park just to get excited, because the feeling and the excitement that you get riding your skateboard is going to help you get more excited to progress and ride around. So yeah, change up your environment. It's going to provoke so many different things. It's going to make you skate different, learn new tricks, maybe meet new people to skate with. So I think changing your environment is super crucial, because you don't want to get bored in the area that you're skating. You want to keep it fun, keep it entertaining. At the end of the day, when you're skating in your 30s, you're trying to just like, it's like a longevity thing now. That's how I look at it, and that's the point of this video, is like How can I make this skateboarding thing last forever, as long as possible? So I'm almost going to more of a mindset of how do you preserve it, changing the environment keeps things special. Fourth thing that I've been doing is getting some sort of physical exercise outside of skateboarding. In my 20s, I was very easily able to just skate, eat whatever, wake up whenever, party, and just do my thing. But that is not the case in my 30s. So that is something I realized. There's days where I just don't want to skate. I'm not motivated, whether it be maybe a hard work day, hard day at home, whatever that is. So those days I walk, jog, do some sort of physical exercise. I'm not much of a gym rat, I'm not a gym person. As much as I try not to be, I know eventually that time is coming. I like swimming, so even swimming, doing some sort of exercise essentially is what I'm getting outside of skateboarding, because that's going to build up some endurance. It's going to build up different muscles, and it's going to help you when you're taking impact, because you do want muscles. You don't want to just skate and then all your muscles are only built on skating, and then when you slam, certain muscles are weaker than others. So that is something I definitely do recommend. Even going on YouTube and looking at home workouts on the days that maybe you're not motivated to go skateboard. So yeah, I think getting some sort of exercise outside of skateboarding is really important for your body. It's going to build up muscle. It's going to allow for more recovery when you're slamming. You're not so dependent on just the skateboarding for your physical exercise. When I was in my 20s, I did nothing but skate, ate like a cockroach, and just enjoyed life. And that's cool, but in your 30s, you definitely have to do things outside of skateboarding to really allow yourself to skateboard. And also you're gonna enjoy it more, where I don't really like going to the gym, like I've said and made a point very many times, but I do enjoy walking or running and swimming. Those are the things that I do. So like sometimes I'm not even motivated to go skateboard at all. It happens, long day at work, whatever is going on at home, whatever it may be, mentally I'm not capable of skateboarding. So sometimes if I go walk or run, I'll put on some music. After that run or walk, normally I'm in a much better mental state. Sometimes that even pushes me to go skate afterwards. I'll like end up doing my physical exercise. I get so hyped from that, even though I was demotivated before, then I am motivated to go skate. So yeah, getting exercise is gonna help with your mindset and your physical body, your endurance to be able to skate longer and recover from slams. Now for the fifth and final tip for skating in your 30s, I actually got your guys' opinion, some of your feedback, some of your suggestions for skateboarding in your 30s from my Instagram account at Dowdy. If you're not already following me, always like to get your guys' feedback, kind of get a conversation going, because I don't want this to be a one-way dialogue. Leave your comments down below as well. What kind of tips or different things do you do for endurance in your body, or skating in your 30s, maybe 40s, 50s, 60s? I have friends that are still skating, draining backyards in their 60s. So yeah, that is what I aspire to do. Right now, I'm kind of like preparing myself for that. I'm in my 30s and being more aware, just being conscious of it and wanting to make sure that I preserve it so I can skate for a long time. I'm gonna go through some of your guys' feedback on Instagram, some of your tips and your recommendations for skateboarding in your 30s. I can't go through all of them because there were so many good ones. I pulled a couple of my favorites. Tyler MVX said, focus on loving the process of progression rather than the reward of landing tricks. I think that's very good. So like, worry about progression, not so much the end of what the progression gets you. So it's like enjoying the process, essentially what he's getting at, I believe. Taylor_Schultz, he said, limit tries on tricks you should be able to do. 3 to 5 tries, then move on, come back to them later. I do agree on this. It's kind of the same philosophy with warming up. There could be caveats to that, like if you really want to get the trick, just keep pushing through, that's fine. But the reality, and I think what he's trying to say is like you want to build up endurance, you want to enjoy yourself, and when you're trying tricks that you're not enjoying, move on to a different trick and go back to it if you're not enjoying it. Dan Carter_ said, practice those kickflip you suck at, nobody cares. I love that. Christoph_J said, don't push through injury, it never goes away. Very good advice. Little Pacha said, easy on expectations and set low progression. All these are so good. V_kickflip said, get short sessions in between your longer ones. Yes, absolutely agree. And Spectrum_Andy, it's okay to do other things to stay in shape for skating. Took me a long time to learn that. JDAC85 said, I started at 33, pads, lessons, skating early to avoid crowded skate parks, compression sleeves, LOL. All those are really good advices. So leave your tips down below for the community here on the channel. Skateboarding in your 30s, what do you think? How do you do it? What's your tips? Let me know, because I'm still trying to figure it out. These are just things that I've noticed I've done. Recently turned 34. So yeah, I'm just trying to be more aware of my body, more aware of my health, so that I can skate as long as I can walk. I hope you guys enjoy this quick little video. Make sure you smash that like button if you did enjoy it. Subscribe if you're not already. Appreciate all you beautiful subscribers, and we'll see you in the next one. Shout out to Washington Street Skate Park, everybody that's built this. I'm gonna leave a link down in the bio if you wanna donate to the park. They're always doing great things down here. It's probably the coolest community project in San Diego. So yeah, see you guys.